Basically, I like to cuss a shit ton, and my favorite color is pink. I have a fake tattoo on my hand right now, and that's really all I got. That's about it. Nothing else interesting about me. Yep. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering a couple of your questions. A couple days ago I asked on social media what you guys wanted to know, any sort of questions, so I'm going to pick a couple of these and answer them for you today. So let's get into this video. So we're going to do some Twitter questions first. At Working Girl Dish asked me, how do you make time for your YouTube channel, blog, and a full-time job? I either go into work early or stay later, and I make sure to work at least 8 hours doing my work stuff because that's what pays the bills. And then during my lunch breaks, random 15-minute breaks, I check my social media, reply back to people, post some things, and then I schedule things. So that's really the best way for me to explain how I can do everything. I really schedule and plan ahead. So if I know I have a campaign or a post has to go live on a Wednesday, I get everything situated at least the day before. That way I'm not trying to scramble last minute while I'm on a call with a client at work trying to tweet about whatever the campaign is. It just gets a little bit crazy. So scheduling things and working ahead of time is really one of the best ways I'm able to handle everything. And I try to take photos in the moment. So when I'm doing other things that may not even be so fun, I'm like, oh, this would be a really great picture. I'll save that picture for a day where I'm just so busy with calls and things, but I still want to post on social media. So I basically kind of save things and take multiple photos when I have an opportunity and then kind of sporadically post them over the next week because it's really hard to find 3 Instagrammable photos every single day. It would just be impossible if I didn't plan ahead. So I guess long story long, planning ahead is the best way I do it, and I try to multitask as much as I possibly can. Gets a little crazy, but it's definitely worth it, and I love what I do on my YouTube and blog and social media accounts, so it's just not something that I'm going to sacrifice. So I hope that answers your question, Jessica. Thank you so much for all of your support over the past few weeks, months. I love you, girl. Okay, so my girl Kelsey at KJHate01 asks, what is your favorite YouTube video that you have filmed so far? I think my favorite YouTube video was one where I talked about shitting your pants. And I feel like that video really has my personality and my weird sense of humor and just like kind of my quirkiness in it. So it's definitely my favorite. And I think the people who watched that entire video were like, you are hilarious. This video is so good. So I'm gonna link it somewhere on the screen right now. Okay, so now I'm going to my Instagram photo. My friend Lindsay at Life Luxurious, probably said that totally wrong, asks, what is your absolute favorite contour kit, Anastasia or Becca and Jaclyn Hill? Contour kit, huh? Ooh, I would probably have to say Anastasia. I feel like Anastasia really knows what she's doing with all of the contour, the highlighters, and I truly feel that Anastasia started the contour frenzy. I think contouring became a thing about 1.5 years ago, and her palette was one of the first palettes ever created, and then every single brand came out with their own version. Okay, so at A Glimpse of Glitter asks, best lippies for fall. I would say Craft by Anastasia Beverly Hills is probably the best color for fall and winter. Love that. I have a lot of red shades like Ruby Red from MAC Cosmetics that I absolutely adore. And then I think more orangey, like deeper reds, maybe even deeper purples, definitely browns and nudes. Like the deeper the brown, the better for fall. My girl at Dolce Part asks, what is the best drugstore makeup? Eyeshadow, mascara, concealer, etc. The best drugstore makeup, truly in my honest, humble opinion, is foundation. I stand behind those drugstore foundations. They are so freaking good. My Maybelline Matte and Poreless is so amazing, and I love the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I mean, there are some amazing foundations that are drugstore price that are better than the high-end stuff that we see in those department stores. I'm telling you. So this next one is hilarious. It's from my friend Jackie. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I would probably rather fight 100 duck-sized horses because I think I could squash them all with my feet. A horse-sized duck sounds absolutely terrifying, and I feel like it would just snap my head off with its beak. So no thank you. At Sweet Creek Closet asks, what is your favorite makeup item to purchase? And I would probably have to say, evident from my makeup collection, lipsticks, lip products of all kinds, like every color, every shape, every size. I love lip products so much, and I feel like the lips make a look so much more fun. And if you guys follow me over on Instagram, you see my makeup looks. There's always a bright lip color, or the lip color really helps bring it all together, whether it's a light pink, a bright red, a brown, it doesn't matter. The lip color just pulls the face together. I love lip colors. So Brooke at KB Styled asks, favorite primer that helps with pores? The Benefit Porefessional, girl, you cannot go wrong. Keeps your makeup in place, and it really helps kind of fill in the pores, so when you put the foundation on, you have a perfect canvas for the rest of your face. Love that stuff. Brittany from at BKU asks, all-time favorite foundations: L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, and the Makeup Forever HD Foundation. I think those are probably some of my favorite foundations of all time. So my friend Sabrina at _Simply Sabrina asks, Def, love to hear more about your blogging life. What are the biggest lessons you've learned? The biggest lesson is that if I'm going to be posting something online, I need to come correct. Like, I need to know the name of the product, how it's spelled, where people can get it. I mean, it is a serious thing because people will call you out for being an idiot or being dumb or being wrong. And that's why I've kind of learned that if I'm going to say something about a product, it is going to be my opinion, but I must come correct. Like, I need to know what I'm talking about because there's so many people on the internet, there's so much information on the internet, and you can't just come willy-nilly and film a video about what's new in beauty because people are like, that shit's been out for 6 months, you are way behind. And I would say the second biggest lesson is that I can't compare myself to others. If you guys read my blog, that's something that I talk about all the time, because as soon as I start comparing myself to some of the biggest beauty bloggers, some of the biggest fashion bloggers, it's just a nightmare because I'm not them and they are not me. And if I start comparing, it's basically comparing apples to oranges. I'm myself and I can't be them, and they cannot be me. So I just need to rock me and do me and not worry about what other people are doing, because we all have our own journey and we all have our own channels, our own content, our own personalities. So at _darling says, what is your favorite blush and bronzer? My favorite bronzer is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Every time I say butter, I have to say butter. I just cannot say butter. It just doesn't, it needs to be butter bronzer. Okay, I know that's weird. And then my favorite blush, I also mentioned this in my Ride or Die tag, that is the Coralista blush. It's just the perfect blush. I've been using it for years. I love it so much. It's amazing. I love it. How many times can I say I love it? Okay, moving on. Okay, so 2 more questions from Shandy on Snapchat. Where am I from? Originally, I'm from Bosnia. I came here in the early 90s because of all the trouble going on and the genocide and all that. I lived in Philly for a couple years, and then I really grew up in Los Angeles. I lived in Redondo Beach, and then I came to Arizona because I went to University of Arizona, and here I am. I stayed because I was able to find a job here, and it's way cheaper to live in Arizona than it is to live in California. So that is kind of my life story in about 10 seconds. And then she also asks, one makeup product you can't live without. If you're to use one makeup product forever, what will it be? This is really hard because I like foundation, concealer, mascara, and lip products. And I like highlighter, but highlighter is just not really a necessity, so we'll take that one out. I would probably have to say mascara. I mean, mascara is probably the most important thing. Okay, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys like this. I think I want to do this again. I hope that we'll have enough questions for me to do another round of this because it's really fun answering questions. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button down below. That would mean a lot to me. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.